Welcome back, guys, to the Side Hustle Startup Podcast. I'll be your host again today, James Fostero, coming to you from the UK. Now, this is the Thursday podcast, the Side Hustle Startup Podcast, where we help you get a secondary source of income, have a side hustle, as well as your 9 to 5, as well as your part-time job, or as well as your multiple other side hustles. Depends on your situation, but we're going to try and provide you with information that's going to help you create a secondary source of income, a third source of income, a fourth, a fifth, and to a point where you may be able to scrap the 9 to 5. You may be able to say, have enough money from a side business to do the things that you wanted to do when you were 6 years old, 7 years old, when you dreamt of actually what you wanted to do. Now, on this episode, I want to go into personal branding and actually building your personal brand in much more detail. I did mention on the previous podcast that when I gave you 5 proven business models that you can use today to make money, that I would go into some of them in more depth. One of those business models was starting a personal brand. And some of the benefits of starting a personal brand are that you have yourself, you have a story, and you have a journey that you're on. And you can take people on that journey. Now, many of you may have challenges or obstacles that you think, I can't start a personal brand because of, and I'll give you a few reasons. So you may feel like you don't have the life that people will want or be interested in seeing or in coming on that journey. You may feel like you've not achieved enough for you to start a personal brand. Who's going to listen to you? Because what have you achieved? And what makes you special? You might think, there's nothing special about me. Why would anybody want to watch or, join me on this journey of going from where I am to where I want to be? And it does link into the 1% Club podcast as well, this topic, because the 1% think differently, act differently, and achieve different results. Now, the 1% don't feel like they don't have a life. It's interesting enough. They feel like they're different to other people, and that's interesting. The 1% Club understand that it's not what you achieve or what you have achieved already. It's the journey that you're on to getting to where you want to be, and it's that 1% incremental improvements every day that get you where you want to be anyway. So it doesn't matter where. It doesn't matter if you're seeing the end product or if you're seeing in the making of the end product. As long as you're on your journey, you take people, invite people in on your journey, and invite people is the key word there, really. Help and give people inspiration that if they want to be on that journey, that they can see it's possible. It's like seeing Apple when it was just, the idea was just born, and seeing it grow to where it is now. That would be an amazing story. And you are special. There's something special about you. Only you are you, and there's something about you that people can take inspiration from, that you can educate people, inspire people to be and help people the way that you want to help people. Maybe you want to give back to your community and you want to give to a charity of your choice. Maybe you want to help your local church. Maybe you want to help people that are in poverty. Maybe you want to help people that haven't been given the opportunity in terms of education, that haven't got the money to, they haven't had love and affection from when they were younger, and they have no family that love, care and respect them. Maybe you want to help. Whatever your story is, whatever your goal is in life, whatever your mission is and your purpose, take people in on that journey. That is your personal brand. A brand doesn't have to be something that's fabricated and special and this polished end product. It's taking people on the journey with you, and nobody succeeds together, guys. And it's creating that community of people that helps you build your brand, because your brand is built on a community of people. It's like this 1% Club podcast and Side Hustle Startup podcast as part of the James Fostero show that I stream on iTunes, Facebook, IGTV, And anyone that follows me on any of those platforms, or if you're hearing this now, that's my personal brand. You'll have seen, as I've documented previously in a separate vlog series around Bearded Daddy. I'm wearing the Bearded Daddy merchandise now, and part of the process of creating a business around even a business brand like Bearded Daddy, they wanted to see the face behind the brand, and we did a lot of videos, content to show people that when you buy the merchandise, that there are real people behind there that you can see, you can interact with, you can have a conversation with. I've never been shy about that at all, and that's all part of even having a personal brand with a business brand. And this is just another layer to that, having this podcast series and wanting to help people. I want to help people think differently and achieve the things they want to achieve in life. That's what the 1% podcast is all about, is creating a community of like-minded people, having that mission and purpose and getting people on that journey of a personal brand. And with this podcast on a Thursday, the Side Hustle Startup podcast, there are now many people that go to their 9 to 5, come home and wish they could do something different and just haven't got that inspiration, haven't got the opportunity, or they feel they don't have the opportunity when they really do have an opportunity to make a difference. And that's what this is all about. This is all about, you'll find a very, well, I'll try to not talk about me too much with this. I want to give you information that's going to help you succeed. It's not about me, it's about you, and I want to help you build your personal brand. So tell your story. You do have a life that's interesting. Only you have your journey. You don't have to achieve anything. When you think of it, what are you waiting for? What's that thing that you're waiting for to give yourself permission to start a personal brand? Because only you are stopping yourself. And you are special. No matter if nobody's told you, you are special. There's something about you that people will see and be inspired by, or relate to, or having your opinion on something. People will value that, and bring people in on your journey. Invite people in. That's something that's really difficult. Let that barrier down and invite people in to build that community ethos, and share your message to make an impact, because that's the whole reason why we're here, guys. Otherwise we're just wasting oxygen. Save it for someone else. If you're not going to use it, if you're not going to make an impact, you're not going to make a difference, and you don't want to, then sometimes in my head, I can, after a long day, and I feel like I've done things that are unproductive, I always sit down and think, I've made no impact today. And that really annoys me. Honestly, it can get to a point where even my partner's like, you need to do something productive because you're cheesing me off. But it's because I want to make a difference. I don't want to feel like I've just woke up and wasted oxygen. I want to wake up and feel like if anything happened today, I would have impacted nobody. And that's the whole reason why I do these videos. So share your message and make an impact in your way. If you're not there yet, start the journey today. Start something. Take the first action. Don't worry about the 13th mile when you're on the first mile. Just take the first step. Take the second step. Take the third. And eventually you'll be at the 13th mile. So make an impact. Start your personal brand. If you don't have one, there's no excuse for not making one, because you have the asset. It's yourself. Don't give yourself excuses. Tell your story. Only you have your story. And remember that when you're doubting yourself, or when anybody tells you that you don't have a life that's interesting enough, tell them to speak to me, and I'll tell them what I think. And bring people on your journey. And just remember, these haters, the people that don't want you to succeed, they haven't got what you want anyway. So ignore them. Hope that's helped, guys. Build your brand, build your personal brand today, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Start and make an impact. And I'll catch you next week.